Hello guys, welcome back to my video. We from group number 2. My name is Muhammad Akilah Afial Huda.
My name is Mutia Reza.
My name is Sofiana Nur Khalisah.
My name is Najwa Meliana Hasdi. I love being outside. The weather is so nice day.
Yeah, it's perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. As every day, good like this.
We know we shouldn't take this kind of weather for granted. Things are changing pretty fast this day.
What do you mean, Murai?
Well, I just saw an article about extreme weather even become more common because of climate change. It's kind of scary when you think of about it.
Oh, climate change again? It feels like everyone's talking about, but I don't really understand the details.
Same. I mean, I know it's bad, but what's really causing it?
That's the question actually.
Hey, have you guys been following the news? There's so much talk about climate change and its connection to greenhouse effect.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I'm still confused. What actually is the greenhouse effect?
It's simple. Imagine the earth covered by a blanket made of gases like carbon dioxide and methane. These gases trap heat from the sun, keeping the planet warm.
That sounds simple enough, but what about big companies? Aren't they the ones producing the most emission?
No, but the problem starts when there too much of this gas. It starts to make heat, leading to global warming.
So it's like when you wear a thick jacket on a hot day, like this.
And because of this overthink, we are seeing serious consequences like melting ice caps, rising level, and extreme weather.
But where do these gases come from?
A lot of it comes from burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. Factories, cars, and even the electricity we use contribute to it.
Don't forget deforestation. Cutting down trees reduces the number of plants that can absorb carbon dioxide.
And agriculture too. Cows produce methane, which is more potent than carbon dioxide.
Wow, it sounds like we are causing all of this. Is there anything we can do to fix it?
Absolutely. For starter, we can switch to renewable energy like solar and wind power.
And we can reduce waste, recycle, and reuse material. Even small change can help.
Trees is another big one. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which helps balance the atmosphere.
You're right. The industry are major contributors. But as consumers, we can demand change by supporting eco-friendly companies and products.
And governmental need to enforce stricter environmental laws. We can vote for leaders who practice climate policy.
True, but we shouldn't wait for the government to act. We can start by educating others about the problems, like what we're doing now.
So, basically, everyone has a role to play: individuals, business, and governments. Yeah.
Exactly. If we all work together, we can slow down climate change and reduce the greenhouse effect.
I think we should make a pace. Let's all commit to doing at least one eco-friendly action starting today.
Good idea. I'll start using my bicycle instead of my car for today.
I try to reduce my plastic use and start a small garden at home.
I will switch to energy efficient appliances and outdoor defense when I'm not using them.
and not talk to my family and my friend.
This was a great discussion. I feel more motivation to take action now.
So here, let's do for our planet.
Absolutely.
Let's go! What if we create education via online or PowerPoint maybe? I want to tell you about the greenhouse. The title is The Greenhouse Effect and Environmental Crisis and How to Tackle It. First is definition of greenhouse. Greenhouse in the context of environmental science refers to phenomena of the greenhouse effect, which occurs when certain gas in the earth atmosphere like such carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor. Chapter the heat emission by the Earth's surface, the radiation causing the Earth's temperature to warm. And this is an illustration. Basically, the greenhouse effect is a natural process that keeps the Earth warm enough to support life. But human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, have increased concentration of the greenhouse gas, exacerbating global warming.
Hello, I am here to explain about describe the greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gas are atmospheric gas that trap heat from the sun, contributing to the greenhouse effect, which warm the Earth's surface. The primary greenhouse gas include this one, carbon dioxide or CO2, released from burning fossil fuels or coal, oil, natural gas, deforestation, and industrial process. It's the most significant contributor to human-caused global warming due to its abundance. Second, methane or CH4, emitted from agriculture, landfills, and the production or transport of natural gas and oil. Methane has a much higher heat-trapping ability than CO2, but it is less abundant and has a shorter atmospheric lifespan. Third, nitrous oxide or N2O. Nitrous oxide emerges from agricultural activities, industrial process, and combustion of fossil fuels and biomass. Uh, it is a potent greenhouse gas with a long atmospheric lifespan. 4. Water vapor H2O. The most abundant greenhouse gas, but it primarily acts as a feedback method, enabling the warming caused by other gases. 5. Ozone O3. Third, ozone O3 found in the lower atmosphere, troposphere, as a result of reactions involving pollutants like nitrogen oxide and volatile organic compounds. Um, while beneficial in the stratosphere protection against UV radiation, ground level ozone contribution to warming and air pollution. The latter, fluorinated gas. Synthetic gas used in industrial application. They are extremely potent but typically resident in small quantities. Describe what is causes of the ancient greenhouse effect. This one, burning of fossil fuels. Combustion of coal, oil, and natural gas for electricity, heating, and transportation release large amounts of carbon dioxide or CO2 and other greenhouse gas. This is the large single source of anthropogenic human-caused CO2. Second, agriculture. Agriculture, livestock such as cows and sheep produce methane, CH4 during digestion. Rice paddies release methane due to anaerobic decomposition in waterlogged soil. Fertilizer use leads to emission of nitrogen oxide N2O, a potent greenhouse gas. 3. Industrial process. Industrial process, manufacturing and chemical producing release CO2, fluorinated gas, live hydrofluorocarbons, and sulfur hexafluoride, and other emissions. Cement production alone is a significant source of CO2 due to the chemical reaction involved in producing lime. The latter, transportation. Transportation, cars, trucks, ships, trains, and airplanes burning fossil fuels, emitting CO2 and other greenhouse gases. Transportation accounts for a significant percent of global greenhouse gas emissions. The next one.
So, what impact from greenhouse effect? The first is climate change. The second is sea level rise. Third is ocean acidification. Fourth is droughts, and the last is soil erosion. The first is climate change. Greenhouse gases trap heat, causing the average temperature on Earth to rise. This leads to climate change, which can cause extreme weather, food supply disruption, and increased wildfire. The second is sea level rise. The average temperature increasing caused by the greenhouse effect leads to sea level rise. The third is ocean acidification. Carbon dioxide from the greenhouse effect dissolves in ocean water, reducing its pH and making it more acidic. This can threaten coral reefs. Fourth, droughts. The greenhouse effect alters the water cycle, causing soils to lose moisture and become hotter, which can lead to droughts. The last is soil erosion. The greenhouse effect can lead to soil erosion, which destroys fertile land and decreases crop yield. So, what we can do now? To prevent the increase in greenhouse gases, a solution that we can start early is to use public transportation facilities. Apart from reducing carbon emissions, using public transportation can also reduce traffic jams. We can also start using a bicycle when commuting. Apart from that, we can also do several things, such as we can use renewable energy, reduce electricity use water efficiently, reduce waste, and travel without making greenhouse gas. The first is use renewable energy. Use renewable energy sources like solar, wind, water, and geothermal energy. Reduce electricity use. Turn off lights and unplug electronic when not in use. Use energy-saving lights bulbs like LEDs. So use water efficiently. Use low-flow shower heads, faucets, and toilets. Wash your car using water efficiency practice. So reduce waste. Avoid unnecessary purchases. Buy second hands and recycle as much as possible. Compost food, scraps, and yard waste instead of throwing them away. The last is travel without making greenhouse gases. Use public transportation, carpool, bike, or walk.
Climate change is a global issue that can't be solved by individuals alone. Collaboration between governments, companies, and individuals is crucial to address this challenge. So let's break it down. For the first, governments play a key role by creating regulation to limit greenhouse gas emissions. For example, they can invest in renewable energy products like solar or wind power. Policies like the Paris Agreement aim to unite countries in reducing global warming. Protecting forests and ecosystems is another crucial task that governments can prioritize. Next, companies also have a responsibility. They can innovate by adopting green technologies such as electric vehicles or renewable energy systems. Reducing industrial emissions and waste is another step forward. Many companies are now embracing eco-friendly practices, which also attract environmentally conscious consumers. And finally, we as individuals can contribute in meaningful ways. Simple actions like using public transportation, recycling, or conserving energy at home can make a big difference. Educating others and supporting eco-friendly products or policies also amplifies our impact. Remember, small action can lead to big change. And for the conclusion, now that we understand the problem, let's focus on why taking action is urgent and how we can make a difference. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that keeps our planet warm. However, human activities like burning fossil fuels have intensified it, leading to global warming. Its impacts, such as rising temperatures, extreme weather, and loss of biodiversity, are visible around the world. For a second, why we must act now? It's critical to act now because the damage we're causing could soon become irreversible. By taking action, we're not just protecting the planet for ourselves, but also ensuring a livable world for future generations and preserving the rich biodiversity that makes Earth unique. And for the last, how we can make a difference? There are many ways we can contribute. Adopting sustainable habits like reducing waste and saving energy can make a difference. Supporting policies that address climate change and promoting eco-friendly innovation amplifies our effort. When individuals, government, and business work together, change becomes possible. So, working together as a global community is the only way to truly combat climate change. Every effort counts. And remember, the future is in our hands. Together, we have a power to create a sustainable and thriving world for generations to come. And thank you from us. Goodbye.